I have with me Dave, our in-house all things WWE merchant expert, whatever you can call him, and we have some big updates coming from WWE. That is The Rock deciding to show up. Dave, first thoughts. Did you expect The Rock to return today?
Uh, yeah, it was a bit of a surprise, I suppose. But then the sort of hype that was building, it probably would have been The Rock or some superstar of the similar caliber. But off late, Rock has made a couple of appearances already for WWE in the past 1 year. So the expectations going into the show was it's most likely The Rock. So a pleasant surprise in the sense that it happened, but everything which led up to it and maybe the entire segment was interesting, let's just say.
Yeah. I think the big reveal was definitely a nice touch. Um, WWE teasing a former WWE champion coming, and then have Jinder Mahal of all people make the entrance. I think that part definitely worked. That was similar
Yeah,
to Triple H's press conference right after Survivor Series, where he hyped up about the big return, and then he said our truth. So definitely the same playbook that Triple H used here, and both the times it's sufficient to say that it worked. But honestly, other than that, the segment felt really draggy to me. I didn't know why they let The Rock and Jinder Mahal have such a lengthy exchange. Not to mention him Mahal mumbling something in Punjabi.
yeah. No, I have a problem even with the guy they went with. I don't like. Why would you put someone up against the Rock if you do not rate that person highly? I suppose when Austin Theory shared the stage with the Rock, you could see okay, they are trusting him to be in the ring with the Rock and have a promo segment because they have high hopes for him, right? Like he is supposed to be a big superstar. He is going to be probably a future champion, etc., etc. Why Jinder Mahal? And the even the topic was a little bit iffy. I would say the entire promo segment, this USA sort of nationalistic
It's not
feeling coming out.
2003 anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It felt a
Yeah.
very mid 2000s
Mm,
WWE segment, or even
yeah.
early 2000s WWE segment, didn't it? With its foreign heel playing up
Yeah.
against the crowd and
Yeah.
the crowd chanting
The
USA,
people's
USA.
champ.
Then the big, yeah, and the big defender
Uh,
of USA comes in to save the day.
of course,
But
The Rock.
yeah, but we have to probably mention that most likely the segment wasn't supposed to be
Mm.
as long as it was. It was probably due to the unfortunate injury that Giovanni Vinci received in the opening tag
Ah,
match with Miz and sorry, not Miz, Jey Uso and
Jey Uso and
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah,
Mm,
against Imperium.
yeah.
He has since tweeted that he's okay, so that is great to hear.
Oh,
But
okay.
most likely, yeah, most
Huh.
likely the segment was lengthened a bit just to pad out the time which was lost
Okay.
for
So
the
that
match.
wasn't a work.
Yeah,
So Giovanni actually had a legit concussion and an
yeah,
injury
yeah,
scare.
yeah.
Huh.
Some sort of issue happened. It's not exactly clear. It looked more
Yeah.
like a concussion than anything else. So
Right. Yeah,
hopefully
you
he's
could see
okay
him
and he
take
takes
that
time.
bump heavily. It did look scary
Yeah,
in replays.
yeah. I think he.
That
Sorry, continue, Chris.
I think that would explain your point as well. Maybe Jinder Mahal wasn't even supposed to come out today, and the whole segment
Yeah,
was just last minute because they had
yeah. It
to write
felt
him.
thrown together.
Mm,
Yeah,
right.
it felt a bit thrown together at the last
Oh,
minute. Even the topic
mm,
itself felt a bit thrown together. Go.
yeah.
It felt like the instruction
But I
to
guess
Jinder Mahal was go be a foreign heel. Go be a
Orange
foreign
Hill,
heel, and
yeah.
that's what he
Generic
did.
Hill number 39. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
enough on
exactly.
that. So there is literally only one line out of the Rock promo that we are here for that has all of us a buzz, which is The Rock asking. Even the lead up to that was clumsy, in my opinion. Where do you want The Rock to sit? At a bar or at a bus or something? I didn't even catch that
At
bit.
a booth,
What he
at
was
a
saying. Yeah,
bar,
at a booth.
or
Okay,
yeah,
at
booth,
the head of the
bar,
table.
or head of the
Uh,
table. Yes.
yeah, so that is why we are here. So it's evident that WWE is setting us up for a Rock versus Roman Reigns feud at Elimination Chamber, not WrestleMania 40, but Elimination Chamber in Australia, because
Ooh.
I guess WWE clearly sees all these PPVs outside USA uh, to be the next big step up to actually stand alongside WrestleMania itself in
Yeah.
terms of grandeur and relevance. Um, and clearly, it's a way to sell tickets. I don't know if this is true or not, but I read rumors that WWE had sold less than 8,000 tickets for an arena that is upwards of, I don't know, 50K seating capacity or something. So,
In
who
Australia.
better to, yeah, at Perth.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like certain rumors also said that they sold out the stadium already.
Sold out.
So
Yeah, it's
who yeah,
conflicting, but the only way to make sure of it is throwing the
yeah,
Brahma Bull in there and
yeah,
he'll
yeah,
take care of it, right? But
yeah.
that raises a lot of questions, and I'm counting on you to be a neutral fan here because you know, with my history with CM Punk, the summer of 2011, then the follow up 2013 reign where Punk got screwed over big time by WWE and The Rock.
Yes.
And if you ask me, I'm just gonna say this is history repeating itself. The Rock coming back whenever he feels like it, and gracing us all with his presence. Then doing a couple of lame ass sticks that he has been doing for 2 decades now. I'm not a fan of it. I think it
Mhm.
this road to WrestleMania was complicated enough as it was already between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes. These four
Mm.
people, and to throw in a live grenade like The Rock, I don't know what to make out of it. What do you think the
Yeah,
road is going to
yeah.
look like?
It's a very strange booking decision. Like our title mentions, they have sort of booked themselves to a corner almost with teasing this match. Now the thing is, okay, fine. You can schedule the match in Elimination Chamber in Perth, but we do not know that for sure. There's always a risk that they will push it for WrestleMania because that is a okay. Rock versus Roman Reigns is a WrestleMania main event caliber match. Let's be honest, but that does put questions for uh, Punk and especially for Cody. I would say because I think Punk is going for the world heavyweight title currently held by Seth Rollins. I think there's a real story there. There's animosity there. They had a good promo segment already. The stage is sort of set for that. So I think that's main eventing one of the nights of this WrestleMania, probably night one. So I think road for Punk, like for all the Punk fans out there, including you, Chris, you probably can rest a bit easy. Considering I think Punk's all roads for Punk lead towards Seth Rollins. He's already on Raw as well. For Cody, though, that is a difficult situation because let's assume that he isn't winning the Royal Rumble and Punk wins it and chooses Seth Rollins. So we considered that maybe he goes for Elimination Chamber, wins the Elimination Chamber and earns the shot against Roman Reigns, probably. But with this match in the way as well, may if this happens in WrestleMania, that leaves Cody without anything to do for WrestleMania,
Yeah,
at
and
least
Cody summed it
from
up best,
here.
right? So in day one, today's promo, he literally opened the show saying that he's stuck. He's stuck on a problem called Shinsuke Nakamura. And that sums up the whole limbo WWE finds itself in right now. Because you're probably right. The Punk versus Seth Rollins for day one of WrestleMania is pretty much set in stone at this point. Um, Cody, I don't know how far they are going to stretch this Shinsuke Nakamura story. I guess the original idea was you are going to just do it long enough until it's closer to WrestleMania where you can do the build up to Rhodes versus Reigns. But clearly that plan is somebody decided to throw a spanner in those plans. This is my booking, right? So not a fantasy booking. Realistically, how I see this panning out is, I've always felt that for Roman Reigns to end this current reign, this is gonna take something superhuman, right? That is how you have
Hmm.
built him up to be over the last 1200 days. And the most likely person was always going to be The Rock. But because there is the angle of Cody Rhodes finishing the story, here is how I see the whole thing panning out. The Rock versus Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber. Um, let's assume that the whole Rock coming back is about selling out EC and nothing more. And Roman
Hmm.
Reigns actually goes on to win that, thanks to some interference from Solo or Paul Heyman or Jimmy Uso. Then
Yeah,
Randy Orton
usual
faces,
bloodline match.
yeah, but before that, Randy Orton faces Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. So they have a fatal four-way coming up
Hmm.
in SmackDown to determine the number one contender. I think
Yeah.
Randy is the most immediately likely candidate to face Reigns. So that's at the Rumble. Again, he loses because of an interference from Bloodline. Same thing happens with The Rock. The Rock gets tired of the whole thing. And then when it's Cody, somehow, I don't know how they're going to work Cody into the storyline, but Cody ends up facing Reigns at WrestleMania. Bloodline tries to interfere. This time, The Rock comes in, delivers a couple of people's elbow, rock bottom
Hmm.
to Reigns. And the night, day two of WrestleMania ends with Rock actually, lifting Cody Reigns as, sorry, not Cody,
Oh
Cody
yeah.
as, yeah, the
Yeah,
champion
that is
to end
a
WrestleMania.
actually a great sequence. You can seamlessly integrate Rock into the storyline without taking away Cody's thunder if Rock is interfering to save Cody from a big beat down from the bloodline, let's just say. Uh, Thankfully Vince McMahon is not making the booking decisions anymore, so there is in my mind at least I'm less fearful of Rock just randomly winning the WWE Universal Championship at Elimination Chamber,
Yeah,
which
that's
would
a
have been
very
a
real
legitimate
possibility.
fear. Yeah, which would have been a
But
legitimate
but
fear had Vince
why don't you
been
amuse me?
in
Let's
charge.
assume that The Rock actually wins it. How do you think
Then
the WrestleMania season will pan out from there on?
it has to be a triple threat then. First of all, let's just say that it would be monumentally stupid for Rock to win championship at this point of his career. He's not a regular wrestler, and if you're ending a championship streak of 1200 days, it has to go to someone you are planning to make the face
Hey,
of the company
I
for the
have
next
seen
couple
this
of
one
years.
before. This is a classic. A part-time medicine coming back, screwing over
Yeah,
the then longest reign in modern day history. Huh.
yeah, Punk.
And refresh
Yes.
my memory. How did that work out again? Who
Oh,
won that?
terribly, terribly. So Rock won, and it was
So
terrible. It should
let's
have been
not put it
so.
past WWE
Like that. That's
to do
that's
that.
the thing. Back then it was Vince, and see, main event of that WrestleMania should have been Cena versus Punk. That was the most obvious way to go, but they had to sell the once in a lifetime, or was it the second time they were
No,
facing? I think
that
it was
was
the second
twice
time,
in a
right?
lifetime. Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
me
twice in a
started.
twice yeah twice in a lifetime match. It was bloody stupid, and it did not it hasn't aged well, let's just say, that booking decision. So hopefully with Vince not making the booking decisions, we won't get to see that happen. I can understand the risk all Cody fans are feeling. I am also feeling that a bit of fear that they are going to make the Rock win throughout in WrestleMania and like give him the have him break this title streak. But to answer your question, if say Rock wins in Elimination Chamber, chamber at Elimination Chamber, The only way I can think of this going is a triple threat, because I don't see. Uh, I think they're going to hold these placards that if Cody does not win, we riot at
We
this
right.
point. Yeah, because Cody has to be there in one of the main events of WrestleMania. I hope they just don't give him a sort of a consolation gift of Seth Rollins' title, make that a triple threat. Hopefully, that does not happen. That is also a risk. That is also a direction they
And it
might
doesn't
go.
make sense also because the whole finishing the story is about the WWE Championship that the late great Dusty Rhodes won. So it
Yeah.
would make zero sense to have Cody win this belt. I think that's something that WWE is clear on when they had Brock interfere and cost Cody this contender match for the championship around the time when Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Cody, Drew McIntyre, they were all competing for. So I don't think that's a
Hmm.
worry. The big question that I want to end with is how do you integrate Cody into the story at this point of time, um, given The Rock and the Bloodline, and not to mention three other contenders coming for the belt.
See, if I were booking this, I would just have Cody win the Royal Rumble again. But I think CM Punk is winning that. So if that is the case, then have Reigns go over The Rock in Elimination Chamber, and have Cody win the men's Elimination Chamber match and challenge Reigns. That is, in my opinion, the best
Yeah.
direction they can go with.
Mhm.
Uh, have, like you said, if you are having Rock appear in at WrestleMania, it should not be in a wrestling capacity. It should be
Yeah.
him raising
Putting
Cody's
on
hand at
balance.
the end of the night. Yeah,
Mhm.
that is the best way to go. I
Yeah.
don't think any other booking decision will be satisfactory for the fans. Or
Yeah, okay. So
any
I
other
think
way it would
we
be
are more or
satisfactory.
less aligned on how this should pan out. So just to sum it up for anyone who will be watching this in the future, I think the booking, fantasy booking that we are going for is Reigns retains his title against most likely Randy Orton at Royal Rumble, and again retains against The Rock at Elimination Chamber. Meanwhile, there is going to be an Elimination Chamber match in parallel that Cody Rhodes is going to win. So that would set up. Oh, okay. Of course, CM Punk will win the Royal Rumble to face Seth Rollins on for night one of WrestleMania. On night two, you'll have Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns going at it, and then The Rock coming back, interfering to help Cody win and raise his hand. Are we good with this?
Yeah, that is the best way to
Cool.
go.
Let me just
That is
give
what
a
is
call
best for
to Trips
business.
now and make sure. Yeah, exactly. I would have loved to see Punk main event night two, but I'm fine with that not happening this year. Uh, let's see. Let's see where the road takes us. You will
Yeah,
never know.
yeah,
You could always have a Goldberg come back and announce that he's
yeah.
taking the title off Roman Reigns with
Yeah,
WWE. You never know.
maybe they will make Rock win night one main event and night two in main event. Who knows?
Yeah, can't put anything past WWE based on history. But that said, that concludes this episode. We have our takes. Let's see if this one ages like wine or milk. We'll know. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for anyone watching. We'll come back again with this week's weekly over the weekend. Bye bye.
See ya.